Okay, everyone, buckle in for what is going to be the messiest, probably 20 minutes or so of your life. This is my favorite thing to do because it is just so fucking messy. There's this subreddit called True Off My Chest, and it is people revealing intense things they are going through, and it's a lot. So we are going to jump right into this. We've done a couple of these on my channel, but we're jumping right into this. Also, daily vlogging every single day over on my second channel. It'll be pinned down below. Come over and join if you want. Okay, so I just want to immediately jump into this. Okay, there's some interesting ones already. I want to start with this. The Other Woman. I love that Lana Del Rey song. I just found out that I was the other woman. We talk about that all the time over here. We talk about that all the time. The other woman has time to manicure nails. The other woman. That's a Lana Del Rey song. It's not just me improvising, but that would be really fun if that was me improvising. So he finally admitted it. I've been the other woman all along. Okay, wait. So if you're the other woman, which one does that make you? Sorry, this is so stupid of me. But if you're the other woman, what one does that make you? Does that make you the first one or the second one? You're the side one. You're the second. You're the mistress. Oh, it's a scandalous name. I kind of want to be like the mistress. Like that is such a like scandal. Makes you the Ariana one. That is crazy. I love that word. The mistress. Is that not a fun word? I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a nice word. Oh my god, people are saying that they're homewreckers in the chat. Oh. Chat. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Tree off my chest within the muckers. It's not a fun word. Me saying mistress, it's so scandalous. Mistress means the one who is like, if you have a wife, the mistress is like the girlfriend, right? And that's what it means, right? That's not what it means. That is what it means. There's something like scandalous about that word. There's something really scandalous. I think the other woman is like really sad. I feel like that is like really, really, really. I feel like that is like such a derogatory thing to say. But like the mistress. Are you kidding me? Then how is it a fun word? Because it's fun. Because it's like scandalous. It's like mistress. Anyway, mistress has so many connotations. And one of them is being fabulous. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So he finally admitted it. I've been the other woman all along. He told me he was married, but him and his wife don't stay together. He loves her, but he isn't sexually attracted to her. He claims his wife knows about me and is jealous of me. That's normally how that works. He told me I'm younger than his wife. He also said he will stay with that woman until he dies. I asked him why he never told me about her, and he said it's because he is single for all practical purposes. What the fuck does that mean? He's single for all practical purposes? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? And that I know what I do to him. Oh. Oh. I feel disgusted and sick to my core. I never wanted to be the other girl. The girl who was a cause of wrecking someone's home. Like apparently some of y'all in fucking chat. I think he probably told me this because he wants to dump me and he doesn't have the guts to do it himself. It makes me super mad to think that he can't walk away from all of this, or that he can walk away from all this unscathed. Oh, that's interesting. It's like him dropping the bomb so that this person then leaves and he didn't have to break up with them. Shady. Shady the house down, bits. Houston, I'm deceased. It's like when Jeffree Star used to talk in like 20 fucking 18. Houston, I'm deceased. Boots down the house. Slay. I'm also questioning everything. How did I end up with a guy who made me feel like the world, like he was my world, but he was in love with someone else? I didn't deserve this. I asked him why he couldn't be honest with me earlier. He said that he wanted to prove a point with me and he didn't want, and he still went on to sexualize me. I hate him. I want him to burn any fantasies he has of me. Oof. He doesn't love me because no one can love two people at the same time. How do I heal and move on from this? I feel like I will not be able to trust a man easily again. I already used to be super careful, but with this happening, I was super careful moving forward. It sucks. Why did he involve me in his sick game? What is wrong with men? That is a great question. What is wrong with men? But I also think as well, that sorry, I'm wiping my nose. I'm wiping my nose. I'm sick right now. I think there's something to be said about the fact that it's such a general statement of, you know, you can't love more than one person at the same time, because there are relationship types in which you can love multiple people at the same time. Oh, these damn cat hairs. So that is not necessarily true. Got it. But that last statement is great. What is wrong with men? I agree with you. Ooh. Am I wrong for making my daughter break up with her boyfriend? My daughter is 23. Okay, so the daughter's old enough. The daughter's old enough. The daughter is 3 years older than me. And I feel that me in 3 years, I would have a problem with any of my parents trying to break up a relationship I was in. So this may be interesting. Maybe interesting. And her boyfriend is 29. Okay, that's in my opinion fine, as long as he didn't know her and have when she was a child, you know what I mean? Her being 23 and dating a 29-year-old there's nothing wrong with that unless he knew her and was like preying on her whenever she was like underage or whatever. 23 and 29, they're both adults. So what's the problem, mommy? They both live in an apartment in Chicago. My daughter works 2 jobs to bring in income while her boyfriend has no stable job. He raps and tries to sell mixtapes, hoping it would be a hit, and has been doing so for years. He dropped out of high school and he doesn't have a clear path for a degree of any kind. Me and my wife send them a lot of money to make sure that they can pay rent and bills. Okay, so the parents are involved because they're literally paying rent and bills. Okay, so here's the difference. The parents are literally funding the lives. Okay? I'm honestly fed up. I confronted her boyfriend and expressed how he's going to have to get a stable income or we won't be able to continue supporting. He responded essentially saying, just because I gave up on my dreams doesn't mean he will, or something like that. I find this incredibly disrespectful as we've been sending him money for years and obviously doesn't respect us. I gave my daughter an ultimatum. Hello? An ultimatum. I said either you leave him or you stay with him and no longer receive our financial support. I said either you leave him or you stay with him and no longer get financial support. Okay, that makes sense. 2 options. I also implied that I won't be at a wedding or anything. I don't think that there is going to be a wedding. And expressed my disapproval with this man. Am I going too far here? Am I wrong? I don't want to see my daughter struggling, but at a certain point, I have to put my foot down. I think that there's nothing wrong with this because you're literally funding her and this boyfriend's life. And your daughter is making a lot of effort to sustain her life with 2 jobs and he's doing nothing. So I think if you're funding the lives, that's why you're involved. And I don't think that there's any problem with that. I think it's a pretty shitty situation, but there's that. All right. I'm looking through some other ones here. My dad is having an affair. Where are the faithful people? Where are the faithful people? My dad is having an affair and the girl is liking and commenting on me and my sister's social medias? What? That is just bold. My mom and dad, it says mom. Why did I immediately say mom? I've never done that before. My mom and dad divorced when I was like 7. He was having an affair with his PA. Personal assistant, right? Personal assistant in many ways. They got married 6 months later. They've been married for 21 years. Oh my God. What? My mom and dad divorced when I was 7. He was having an affair with his PA. They got married 6 months later. They've now been married for 21 years. Happily, I thought. Oh my God, that's the... Oh my God, wait. Wait. So he got divorced from his previous one because he was having an affair, and now he's having an affair with this one? Wait. So he married the mistress, and he's now going from the mistress to the other woman. Oh my God. Okay, I'm enthralled with this one. They've been married for 21 years. Happily, I thought. I was very angry at the time with my dad and didn't speak to him until I was 13. So from 7 till 13, didn't speak. He lives full-time in China for work, but comes home monthly. His wife, due to her unwell father, lives here. Fast forward today, his Chinese wife or girlfriend with a baby has been commenting on my Instagram. Wait. So he lives full-time in China. His wife, the mistress, lives not in China. And he has a girlfriend with a baby in China? So we've gone from the wife to the mistress to the other woman. Girlfriend with a baby? I find her on Facebook, and they've been very much together for quite some time. 5+ years? Oh, so they're asking what to do. Oh, they're asking what to do. Okay. Number 1, do I tell my dad and say goodbye for good? I can't stand cheating. Tell my stepmom, because, well, karma. Okay, so that's the first one. So tell the dad, say goodbye to him, and tell the stepmom. Karma? Okay. Number 2, we have a niece's party soon. Ooh, family drama. 2, we have my niece's party soon. He is coming for it. Do I wait until the end of the party and give my stepmom and dad photos with all the receipts and then say goodbye? Oh my God, it's like Lisa Vanderpump in Real Housewives with the dog situation. Goodbye, Kyle. This is literally that. Number 3, tell him I know and give him a chance to tell his wife. If not, then I tell her. 4, not say anything as it's not my business. How has the mistress not found out about the other woman? If you find out and she's liking your posts? I'm very upset. My dad is my best friend. I've always questioned if he has another life in China, but he's always denied it. And I'm booked in for a therapy session. Okay. Number 2, don't do it at the birthday party. As much as I would enjoy some good old-fashioned family feuding at a party, don't do it to your niece. Maybe if it was his birthday party, that would be fun. If it was his birthday party, I think that would be fun. But leave your niece out of this. Leave your niece out of this. Leave the niece out of this. Number 1, tell your dad and say goodbye for good. I can't stand cheating. Tell stepmom. That one's not exciting enough. Number 3, tell him I know and give him a chance to tell his wife. If not, then tell her. Number 4, don't say anything because it's not my business. Well, at my heart, I'm nosy, so I don't want you to not say anything. Ugh, I guess I'm going to tell you to do 3. Tell him I know and give him a chance to tell the wife. Ooh, that might be fun. Put him under some pressure. Can you wait until his birthday and do it at his birthday party? Can you do it? It sounds like an episode game. Can you wait until his birthday? Okay, then maybe 1. What do we think? 1 or 3? 1 or 3? And you did it at my birthday dinner! 1 or 3? Do it at Thanksgiving? Ooh, some good old-fashioned holiday fun. 3 gives chance for denial. Ooh, true. True. Okay, so we're doing number 1. I say that there should be an option number 5. Wait until Christmas. And tell everyone at Christmas. That'll be a conversation starter. Option number 5, wait until his birthday. Option number 6, wait until Christmas. Yeah, I would say number 1 then. That's also because chat persuaded me into saying number 1. All right, let's do another one. Ooh. I walked out of my own wedding after my family humiliated me. Not Christmas would be a gag. Option 7, wait until New Year's. Do it at the strike of midnight. No, I was going to say no, because then the mistress will be upset. But didn't the mistress steal him from another marriage? So, the other woman. Okay, so this one. I walked out of my own wedding after my family humiliated me. Okay, buckle up. Buckle up. Wrap the screenshots in a Christmas present. Now that's crazy. A 5th option is it. So I, 26 female, got married last week. And it was Wait, so you did get married? You're confusing me off the get-go. So I, 26 female, got married last week, and it was truly a disaster. In my country, it's very common to make those really sweet videos right before your parents' speech. Usually in those videos, you would see pictures of yourself with your fiance, pictures of younger... Okay, so I assume that the parents have done an embarrassing video of the daughter, and I'm sure that included embarrassing photos. I'm sure that included probably not so great memories. Okay. So it's pictures of you with your fiance, pictures of your younger self, pictures with your family or friends. The thing is, I was very insecure of myself, and I am. Okay. I used to be short and the fat friend when I was a teenager, and therefore I would get bullied by other people in school. Now I got way more skinnier, but I'm still so self-conscious about my body. And my husband has to constantly remind me that I'm pretty no matter what. One day when I was 22, my family and I went to my friend's wedding, in which the pictures of the video display were pretty funny, yet kinda embarrassing to the bride or groom, but still silly. After a week or so, I brought up the fact that the video was really cute, but I would never want to see those humiliating kind of pictures at my wedding. My dad then told me that I was being unreasonable, that I shouldn't be the only one having fun at my wedding. Everyone should. So he's like, we're gonna make fun of you. I tried to argue, saying that it would be my wedding, and yes, I should be the one having the most fun, but the arguing got quickly shot down. Fast forward to a month ago, before my wedding, I reminded my whole family that I would not tolerate a video displaying embarrassing pictures from my fat teenage years. They could show any other pictures other than those. My parents promised that they would not show those pictures, but I was being pretty stupid since they were old photos and people wouldn't even remember me like that in that moment. I said I didn't care. I just don't want people seeing them since my brain would think that they're all judging me. Then, about a week ago at my wedding, they broke that promise. Sorry, it was written weird. Embarrassing pictures of myself showed up in the video, pictures of me eating lots of junk food, making weird faces, or just pictures of me that I would never show anyone. The photos of my husband were from when he was really young and really cute and innocent, and no one laughed at him. But mine were degrading and disgusting in every way, and everyone started laughing. It felt like reviving the trauma from whenever I was a teenager and people would laugh at me, so I immediately started crying. Okay, my opinion going into this was, it's a wedding, it's fun, this is normally what happens. I mean, in Irish weddings as well, like, we will, make fun of everyone. Like, we have our humor. That was my attitude going into this. My attitude midway through is that the family are so wrong for this. Not only were you told multiple times, but it's not laughing with someone, which is what Irish weddings are. Whenever, like, the best man will do a speech and he makes fun of the bride and groom, they're laughing with about memories. But when the juxtapose of photos of her, like, stuffing her face with fast food is what she's saying, which is something she's very insecure about, and then photos of her husband being very cute, the juxtapose is making fun of her, and she specifically told the family not to do it several times, that they had arguments about it and the family went against her. And the fact that that then puts those connotations of childhood bullying on your special day of your wedding day. You know, I didn't know where I was going to go with this one, but I really, really, really am on this person's side now. I immediately started crying. My husband saw me but did nothing, since he thought that they were joyous tears. Oh, God. When I started crying even harder, he got pretty worried and started asking what was wrong over and over again while holding me. I tried brushing it off, saying that I was fine, and right after I said so, the video ended and the speeches came up. Both my husband and I couldn't pay that much attention to what my relatives were saying until my mom started speaking up. The last straw for me was when she said, "Well, we're all so happy to be here. We never thought Miss Piggy would get married. We all thought she would end up alone living in a cheap rented house with her 4 smelly cats." What? As soon as I heard that, I got up and walked out of my own wedding and went outside the building where we were hosting the party. Oof. My husband followed and hugged me while I was crying and screaming nonstop. I've never felt so disrespected, and I didn't expect my family to be the ones disrespecting me. After a good 10 minutes, my whole family and some of my friends came out of the building looking for me. My parents were fuming and screaming at me for walking out at the party, saying that I was the one to blame, since I should have just sucked it up and let them finish their speeches without making such a scene. Some of my relatives also backed them up, which made me feel even worse. My husband started screaming back at them, saying that what they did was so uncalled for, and to get out before he starts punching every single one of them. I went back home with my husband 3 hours after all the arguments happened and cried all night long. We're going to travel to our honeymoon tomorrow, but I've been a complete mess since then. They haven't apologized, and I don't think they're going to. What should I do? Not the wedding ruined. Listen, I love a bit of family drama. I love a bit of family drama. So much so that, like, most of my family don't even speak to each other because of a wedding that we all went to. We all went to, like, this is how much I live and breathe family drama. I do not speak to any of my cousins or my aunt or uncle because of a wedding that our entire family went to, and there was huge drama at the family wedding. Like, so listen, I'm not someone who's opposed to a little bit of family drama at a wedding, but this is so mean. This isn't drama or anything like that. This is literally using someone and humiliating them. Your daughter, by the way, on her special day, and it's like, it's not even in per taste. It literally is like bullying. Yeah. Don't like that. What is next? Oh, God. What? My mom is an influencer and I hate it. Who is this? Who is this? Family drama? Family channel drama on the tree off my chest? Is this written by Flynn? Oh, we need to read this one. We need to read this one. Oh, mama. Mama, mama, mama. Literally, mama. Okay. Before I even started... Oh my God, I'm like already trying to piece it together. Before I even started, please do not try and find out who my mother is. Damn it. Fuck. I just need a place to get all of my feelings out. Finding my mom will do nothing but make my situation worse, and I would also like to apologize for any grammar or spelling mistakes I may make. Spelling and grammar is not my strong suit. I am a teenager and female, and my mom has officially been an influencer since 2020. She started a series on a relatively small Instagram and it blew up. She originally started posting about sustainable fashion and body positivity, but over time she started posting everything. Just today, she went to get the mail while we were leaving the house, and she paused to throw the mail on the ground to take a picture of it for her Instagram story, and she told me she's doing a day in the life. Things like this are very common. If she can post it, she will. I am a pretty private person. If I'm not the one if I'm not the one posting a picture of myself, I don't want to post it. See, this is the problem with like these family channels. You know, the kids have no say in it. My mom claims that she doesn't have any photos of me posted on her page, yet I know my mom has pictures of me as a very young teen posted that she is not taking down because she is also in the pictures. I know the dangers of parents posting their kids on the internet, and I know the people who could possibly see those photos of me, and it disturbs me. Okay, so here we're seeing the children of mommy vloggers literally being more in touch with who is the audience of these things than the mummies. A few years ago, I had a neuropsychological, that was a big word. That was a big word. That was stressful. A few years ago, I had a neuropsychological testing done, which resulted in multiple diagnoses being given to me. I don't know during which part of my testing my mother was posting about it on her social media and adding it to a highlight reel she had of me on Instagram, but she did it. She got my consent, but she posted more than I ever consented to. I was a minor. I consider my consent I gave to be invalid, especially with the mental state that I was in during the testing time. Wait, so the mom was using the fact that this person was literally going through all these tests to try to pressure them into giving consent to post about it? Oh. She spoke for me about my testing and my struggle with school since then. She spoke for me at such a personal level that she will never understand. Also, in that early stage mentioned highlight, she had me talk about my struggles with my gender identity, in which she often spoke about me with a pastel throwaway felt or a pastel throwaway is. Oh, that is their username on here. Oh, so this child's name felt, or I think child is, confused me there. As if she knew anything about my struggle, and I was 13 or 14 at this time. She also has the state and city we live in on all of her posts, and posts when we are on trips, or if we're in restaurants or such. She doesn't seem to realize the danger she's putting herself in and her teenage daughter in. I cannot believe that the children are more in touch with online danger than the parents. Well, the parents are as well. They don't care. They're making money. Everything we do now revolves around her posting, which again, we're going to talk about in a couple of years. The Family Channel kids are going to grow up and realize all of their good memories of going to Disney or going to Universal or going to birthday parties. It wasn't their parents wanting to do a fun day out with them. It was their parents wanting to have the child be excited for a thumbnail or something. And I think there's going to be a lot of trauma that comes with that for children. To know that everything was basically a lie. Hi, Corey. We were talking about you earlier. Everything we do now is so she can post. Even personal trips for my birthday, she turns into shopping trips for herself so she can post whatever she wants. She's always staring at her phone unless she's shopping for herself. If it's not something she cares about, she's glued to her phone answering DMs and comments. This includes every time we stopped at a stoplight, which scares me a lot, or when a cashier is checking us out. The way she speaks has totally changed. She seems to have become a complete mean girl. That doesn't narrow down any. But again, we're not going to guess who this is. She talks very badly about her fellow influencers and even her own fan base. We're aware this isn't Colleen, but this sure as hell does sound like her, right? She speaks like she's above everyone. It feels like I'm living with one of the girls who used to bully me in school. Oy. Overall, I feel like I'm living with a teenager that's even younger than me. This is the mentality influencing has given my mother. I don't feel like I have a mother anymore, just a younger sister who my dad favors and gets to tell me what to do. Speaking of my dad, where is he on all this? Enabling every single part of it. He has not said a thing about any of it. Neither has any of my siblings. This makes me feel like it's always me against them when it comes to social media, like I'm making a big deal out of it. Oi. I'm very tired of feeling like I'm so unimportant compared to my mother. I miss the kind of person, and it's like the mommy vloggers get famous off of their kids and then dunk their kids once the mommy vloggers get what they want, which is fame. I miss the mother who would make me lunches for school before she blew up on Instagram. Our relationship is tainted to me forever. I feel like even if she deleted all of her social medias, I would still never forgive her or trust her like a daughter is supposed to. Thank you all for reading this, and I'm sorry for any grammar or spelling mistakes I may have made. The comments have made me realize that I should include this. I'm disabled both developmentally and physically. I'm impacted much heavier by my development disability than I am my physical, but my physical disability makes it hard for me to find good enough paying work that I can move out of my parents' house. My sister is older than me by quite a few years and lives completely independently. I want to thank everyone for the support I've been getting. I read every single one, and I'm definitely going to be taking some of the advice. One thing that I see suggested a lot is that I will not do, making some form of social media and exposing my mom. I live with my mom and I have no family to turn to if I do this. Doing this would turn my home into a battlefield, and there's no one should be expecting this person to do that. It simply is not safe. If my mother is bad now, imagine what she would be like if I did this. I understand wanting some justice. Trust me, I want it too, but this is not a safe option for me. But I plan to once I've moved out and cut contact with my mother. Ugh. Ugh. That that is so sad. Well, I hope whenever the time comes of this person where they're no longer in contact with their mother, that they feel that they are fully in control of what gets posted about them and fully in control of the decisions that they get made for them and of them. And I hopefully also that they don't feel that everything that happens is transactional or for content. Damn it, man. Damn it. I'm trying to see. We'll do one more. You know what we should do? Top. Okay. Should we do this one? I think we should do this one. I miss being per and spending time with my wife just driving around. This is going to be our final one. Like the title says, I miss it. We married young, married at 18 in a courthouse, but started dating when we were both 13. We were basically on our own due to both of our families not being supportive of us at all. We were extremely per as young kids with minimum wage jobs. We lived with her parents who were also very per and paid almost all of our income for us then, rent and utility bills. Every night when I would have the evening off, we would scrape together $8, $12. We would go to the gas station and buy big gulps and put what was left into the tank. Then we would drive just all over the place. We would focus on driving around what we considered was nice neighborhoods, and we just dreamt together about what we would have when we got older. We would drive and talk for hours. We would come home late and go to bed, and we would write down the things that we saw. We would say that we wanted this for our own house. Fast forward 24 years. We have a very nice house, we have great kids, and I make a fantastic living. I love my life, my wife, and my kids. I just miss being per and spending time with her like that. I miss dreaming with her. She is right with me through everything, but it's completely different. We have responsibilities and expectations. I have to work hard in order to provide the life that I promised her that I would provide her and my children. I've succeeded in that area, and I wouldn't trade my life for anything, and I love my family. I just miss being, I don't know, truly with her, or just being with her and hanging out. If we do anything now, it's going to a restaurant, or taking a weekend trip to another state, or staying in a hotel. All the things we always said we wanted to do, I guess it's just not as meaningful as we dreamed about. I can't explain it. I know I can never go back to that place or that time period, but damn it, I wish I could for just once a night. All right, here's my thing. So we'll end it with this one, but let's talk about this one. I'm seeing people in chat. I think this has to do... you miss being young. You miss being young because everything that you're describing is not being necessarily. Well, it is not having money, but when you're saying that I miss being it's like, and then you're describing like driving around for hours on end. Like, I just think that that is a case of you miss being young. You miss the no responsibilities. You miss that. And it's like, you can still do that. You can still do that. Simpler times of not being an adult, and you have kids now and there's a responsibility. I don't necessarily know if this is worded great. I don't know if this is worded great at all. I completely understand it, when you're saying about, making minimum wage and stuff. And I think you're talking about responsibilities rather than that, because everything you're describing, I wish I could go back to being I wish I could go back to having no money. What, you wish you could go back to driving your car around and going and getting a big gulp? Like, you can still do that things. The top comment on here is get a babysitter. Not everything. I guess when you're older, like the thought of like a hotel or whatever is probably more adulting, but you can still do that. Go get your big gulp. Go drive around. Go drive around even nicer neighborhoods. Like, I think this one isn't worded that great, but I want a big gulp. What is that? Yeah, and it's reminiscing and nostalgia. And by the way, in 10 years, you're going to look back on this time period and be like, and romanticize this. What we do as humans is we romanticize the past. This is a scientific thing. I actually don't know if this is scientific, but I said it is. This is a scientific thing. By my standard. You romanticize things. Think back to times in your life that in the moment, they weren't awful, but you weren't really the biggest fan of. Or vacations where they didn't go that great. You'll always be like, oh, but maybe it wasn't as bad as what I thought. Scientifically, by the University of McIntyre, you romanticize things. So in 10 years, you're going to romanticize this time period of your life as well. And be like, I wish I could just go back to the time period where I was, whatever age you are now. Dr. Adam said it was written in the Old Testament. Adam 111 said this. It is scientifically proven. Prophet Adams, Dr. Adam from the Bible, Professor Adam of Petty University. All right, everyone. I appreciate that you all watched this. If you did, I love doing these. And I'm still thinking about that guy who has like 333 mistresses. All right, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you have a beautiful night, and goodbye.